So here we go. Umpires tonight, Jordan Bannister, Jeff Dalglish got the honour of bouncing the ball here at the SCG, and Justin Smith, one of our most experienced. Set to go. Ripping contest on offer here. Witt's doing the right work for Collingwood. Tip it there as well, Parker. Immediately onto it. There is Jack, sold some very nice candy and goes long and direct. Yes. Frost out, muscled by Buddy. Saw it better. Buddy directly in front.
Oh, this is a great start. Great to see him out there. He's fit. He feels fresh. But that was a great kick. Lost it by Jack. That was just sensational. Fakes the handball. And Buddy, surprised he was able to get one-on-one isolation with all those numbers down there.
Just lost a touch on his body. Here is Buddy. Look at this. They're going to get to him. They've come from all directions. Welcome back, big boy Buddy Franklin.
Well, that's the perfect start for the Sydney Swans out of the middle of the ground.
Yeah, good call, Leon. I think the Pies will feel weathered a bit of the storm here. They haven't had a huge amount of damage done on the scoreboard, Richo.
Yeah, spot on.
Well, they want to make sure they kick the next one. Lloyd to Sinclair. Browns are really negating defender. Kick around the body was smothered. Going back in and chasing it again was Hewitt. Here comes a young man by the name of Braden Maynard through. Lloyd tried to pick it up. Henry did to Mitchell. Mitchell will kick this, I reckon. He's got class. And he's done it, Tom Mitchell. The Swans kick their second goal.
Well done, Tommy Mitchell. It's a frenetic game, this one. It's been pretty sloppy.
There's Parker. Forward again here, Lloyd. Inside 50 around the corner. The first game was there again in Hewitt. Couldn't mark it off hands. Robinson did well. The turn, ball over the top. Knocked down, run through, and they goal again. And this time it's Patley. And Patley kicks his first career goal.
Well, there you go. Everyone gets around him. What a moment for him. His first goal.
The one-on-one with Pendlebury, and that is always a good option when Scott Pendlebury is involved. Beautiful kick to Jordan De Goey. So some of the class on display. This is Levi Greenwood, former Kangaroo. He likes his chances from here, Levi. Loads it up from 47, and the Pies do get their first goal late in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice goal there to Levi Greenwood. Ran through 50 and really composed himself before he kicked that one. And understatement to say they needed that. It's been all Sydney in this first quarter. The inside 50s are 18-9. 3 goals, 7. I think they may lament a little bit at quarter time. They haven't made more of this, the Sydney Swans, because they haven't been able to get that so far. Let's see what they can do here in this second quarter.
All right, we're ready to go. Umpire Jordan Bannister to let it rip. In the middle of the ground. Tip it again here. Won it easily. Kennedy. Beautiful hands. Jack, the skipper. Immediately out of the middle, long ball. In comes Heaney, off hands. Marley Williams was there before it even hit the deck. Out the back, soccer off the ground. Patley, the young fella, has got another one. His second goal.
A horrible start for Collingwood. A centre clearance. Just get the ball in there and something happens. And Patley, he's been outstanding so far in this game. 6 possessions, 3 contested, 2 goals now. And he's just getting into the right spots. And I reckon he started off getting into the game by chasing and just putting pressure on. And when you do those things, things start happening for you.
To MacArthur and another debutant. They are absolutely on fire. This is Callum Mills. Patley's on fire. He kicks it to Hewitt. And again, the first game is combined, Richo. They are lighting it up here at the SCG.
They are. And when you can intercept mark out of your defensive 50 like that off a kick in, there's always going to be players out with your zone set up, and that's exactly what happened on that occasion. He'll make amends here. I reckon he'll kick this one.
Well, he struck the first one pretty well. His set shot just a matter of about 30 seconds ago. He's had a sighter. And entering his 3rd season at Sydney, played outstandingly for the Swans in the NEAFL last year. And George Hewitt on debut kicks his first, and they get around him from everywhere.
Ramsey probably should have gone then. Wonderful trap here, Parker. Getting back Brown, but this will be in a spot where Sydney like it.
He copped a bit of a knock there, Luke Parker. Gee, you forget how big an impact he had when he broke his leg last year and missed the last part of the season. So important to the Swans, such a tough player, skillful player, crashing to the ground there, but he's up and right to go.
Sinclair, Mitchell barely had time to get it on his boot, and he kicks his second goal.
So
there's the Sydney
he can play a bit forward, Richo.
Well, he'd be just enjoying the opportunity to be the #1 ruckman. He's obviously didn't get that chance at the Eagles with Cox and Nat Nui.
And this ball use has created another big opportunity here. It was tipping on his own. Frost did really well to come off Franklin and make sure he gave a contest. Now he's got an issue. He's got to get it to Marley Williams. Jack wants to keep it in. He's going to do it. The skipper, can he get it back on his left foot? Wanted to find Bud. Bud got cleaned up high again. And he's going to get a free kick. Franklin. It was Frost who crashed into him. And the high contact had to be a free kick. What do you think of this one, Richard?
Yeah, he put his head down to win the footy, and it was just sloppy by Jack Frost. We know he's hard at it, Frost, but he just had, well, he was trying to win the footy as well, I guess, but Franklin just got there that split second quicker and draws the high contact.
Kicked the first goal of the game, buddy, in the first 40 seconds of this match. He's dropped a couple since. He loved that one off the boot. Buddy is back, and he's got his second.
Didn't look like missing them.
Career goals for Buddy Franklin. What's he got? 7 years of the 10 years left.
Still got 7 to go.
High ball, and here he is again, Buddy Franklin, and I reckon the man sitting next to me, Matthew Richardson, would just be nervously counting these goals off as he edges towards your target of 800, Richo.
Well, he's going to well and truly go past that, Bristol. I reckon he can get to 1,000, Franklin.
Yeah.
And what will that make him, the 4th or 5th person to 1,000? Maybe 6. He'll have 8 or 9 guesses at it, but it hasn't been that many.
Just got a little piece of that off. He instepped a little, but he still manages to milk it right to left. Buddy's got 3. They've got 5 in the boundary line. Won't get it from there. Kept it alive. Cloak still yet to touch the ball here. Travis Cloak, and we've played, well, nearly into red time in the second quarter. And that's a rarity in his career. Cunningham receives it half back. They go again.
They're just out everywhere here.
Seem to have spares everywhere, Richo. Hewitt's played an absolute ripper as a first gamer. And now Towers will mark.
You know what? They're just forcing the turnovers, and it's just a free fall the other way for Sydney at the moment. Collingwood cannot hold on to the football, and if you can't do that, it's just going to be like this the other way. The defence is under siege.
This to make it 6 Sydney goals in a row and a massive 56-point lead on offer here for Sydney. Dean Towers likes his work. Goal, 6 in a row, Sydney. Adams, just a chiseler there, beautiful running in the middle from Greenwood, picked it up very fluently as well, didn't get the kick away quick enough in my book there. Laidler got a little hand on it. Here they go on the counter-attack now, an opportunity for Zach Jones to work it out wide. He does to Hanbury. There's Buddy. Buddy's going to mark it low to ground, 35 seconds, and this is well within the Buddy range.
And he does like kicking them from this side of the ground, BT, with his left foot out. Seen him nail a heap of these over the years.
Watched him in the warm-up at the other end make these with ridiculous ease in terms of distance. Let's have a look at him, looking for his 4th first-half goal. Familiar approach. Oh, magnificent hit of the ball! Buddy's back! 4 first-half goals! And Buddy Franklin, amazing kid. Now Jack just kicks it around the corner. Ramsey was there, but marking contest won by the youngster in Papley. Immediately he goes and fires Isaac Heaney. He too can go around the corner to Cunningham. And they're good.
They're good, but Collingwood have not been able to defend that transition. Buddy not happy, thought he was out. It's just far too easy. Through the middle of the ground, but a contested mark there, but then just to be able to wheel around, and there's just targets out everywhere for Sydney.
Just on that with Buddy, then he was unhappy to get. Why would you give it to a guy on a more severe angle?
Well, full forwards don't see it that way, Brian. You know that as well as anyone. What are you talking about?
Cunningham from 45 metres out strokes it magnificently, Richo. 68 points.
Well, the worst possible start for Collingwood, who actually got it inside 50. That day.
So soccer off the ground from Taylor Adams, gained a few metres, but the Swans have been able to mop it up. Interestingly, Josh Kennedy, who has been such a consistent performer for Sydney in his 6 seasons, has had a pretty quiet first half. It's been the new faces who have been all over. Hanbury goes back with the flying, well-weighted kick from Tippett, and Adam Treloar looks up and just says, what is going on at the moment? It's disintegrating before their very eyes.
But again, Tippett wheels around, and look at this. There's Hanbury just wandering inside 50. Treloar looks around, not happy, but look at the marks inside 50. 13-2.
Averaged 30 disposals last year, Dan Hanbury. Another All-Australian season. He is a superstar player, and he makes no mistake, Hanbury.
Well, Dan Hanbury up to 17 disposals now.
I mentioned contested possessions in the second quarter. Now minus 30 Collingwood in contested possessions. To put that in perspective, Gold Coast, the worst team last year, minus 11. Worst in the competition. Collingwood at the moment, minus 30.
Yeah, that's starting to get embarrassingly, those numbers. And it's a proud group. It's a proud football club. They have to respond here. At the moment, it is all one way, and a simple goal for Parker, and Nathan Buckley can't believe it.
There can't be this much difference. It does show you that it's between the ears a lot of football, I reckon.
Well, it's been all negativity for a couple of days now for the Pies.
There's Crisp out the back, and he gets to kick Collingwood's second goal of the night, coming 11 minutes into the third quarter.
This tonight. And in fact, this is Towers now, so
Talia, I think it was.
Talia back there. And the kick comes in a half forward. Debutant Hewitt showing some really promising signs as well. Good fist away on that occasion from Brown. Getting back and working hard. Maynard couldn't quite gather it. Tom Mitchell snapped around the body. Mitchell's kick looks pretty good off the boot. It's better than good. It's goal number 3 for Tom Mitchell.
Tommy Mitchell, 3 goals now, and they've all been snapped.
The very first seconds of the game, Richo, they were great, Sydney, weren't they?
It's just the setup of Sydney. They're not allowing anything out the other side to get a switch and try and open it up. The Pies just have to go down the line.
Treloar got to go, running in support now, gives him the handball. He got met high. To go, he decides to take the advantage and pings the goal. And the goal will stand.
Well done, Treloar. He's had a crack tonight. He's Collingwood's leading disposal player. There's a bit going on there now.
Here we go now.
Bit of frustration.
Well, all Collingwood need now is a report out of this.
Thank you. Thanks, James.
Taylor Adams throwing his weight around.
Cheers.
Coming to mind, Robert Murphy at half-back, who just changed the game for you. It's something...
Bring back Leon Davis does.
Well, that was something that he did really well, didn't he?
Yep.
Half-back.
Best at it.
So here's Sinclair to Pendlebury. There's been talk, as I mentioned before, that maybe Pendlebury spends a little bit of time down there, because you know he'll do this.
Well, Williams can be that player.
See the difference in that kick, and it splits the whole game open, because Pendlebury has got the composure and the class, and they get a one-on-one with Darcy Moore. So a better build-up. Well done, Darcy Moore. He's drawn a free kick for a throw, and that's a totally different look at transitioning the ball from half-back all the way to a one-on-one.
It took the silk, didn't it? You caught it beautifully, Das. The Pendlebury kick into the middle opens everything up.
So this is the future for Collingwood. This young man, Darcy Moore, he's good enough to kick 5 goals last year in a game.
Just want you to have a look at the wheels he's wearing, Das. They've got a bit of a sparkle to them. They're new. They're groovy. Have a look at those.
They're unbelievable. Jimmy Tansey.
It's the best thing that's happened to Collingwood tonight.
From Adidas would have been all over the bright blue. Let's see if they can work for Darcy Moore. They can, and the Pies get 2 in a row for the first time tonight.
Well, he's going to be
Great
a future for
player.
Collingwood.
He needs to lift his team. They're not going to win now, but he needs to give them that confidence going into next week.
He's having another run round the ruck at the moment. He pushed up to centre wing. Here's Blair around the body inside 50. Waiting for it was Moore. Talia ended up swatting it back to Smith. I think Gold might get a little gift here. Got it over to Fasolo. 3 in a row to the Pies.
Well, this has been their best patch, obviously. Collingwood, 3 goals in a row. They're just got to keep chipping away now so many times. That quick lateral movement.
Pressure here, Collingwood. There's the ball, very much in dispute to go. Pendlebury, little handball whips. Didn't see Sinclair. Had the awareness to spill it out though to Trelaw. He runs the full journey and lets it rip, so Collingwood get an early one in the last.
When his first game tonight for Collingwood, he can hold his head up. Interesting game Friday night, Collingwood and Richmond. Richmond had a fair crack at him also. He chose Collingwood. So there'll be a bit of spice in that contest.
Yeah, spills out to Cunningham. Flying shot on the left foot. That is a brilliant effort. He's got two. Cunningham and a quick response from the Swans.
He would be really disappointed with this because it's the simple, basic parts of the game that he's been building on. Yeah, he will not mince his words when he gets to them after the game.
Well, Jones does well and kicks the goal for Sydney and does some more damage for Collingwood here. 77-point leaders. Wide. Jagoe. Beautiful little tap from Lloyd. Mitchell gave it back to him, and look at this, they're away. Buddy turns, faces goal, says, I'll take you on, Jack Frost. Frost got him though. Lloyd, now the handball to Kennedy, can go inside. Little kick, they can keep going here if they like. An opportunity for Papley, looking for goal number 3 to start his career off. And he nails it. Well, they're probably in the same maths class at some stage, I would have thought.
She would have spent a few days at the Lakeside Oval, no doubt.
Just check the minutes played here too. So far, a total minutes played of 109, and most players playing over 90 minutes or thereabouts, just over. So they all seem to be playing a little bit more of the game. Here's Parker. The fend off, still wanted to go. Gave it to Heaney. The right, the left, back on the right. Snap over the shoulder. Well done. 4 straight here for Sydney. About that, given the result of this game. Here's Marley Williams.
Not sure how those test results were made public, though. I thought it was something that wasn't.
That's a disgrace, Richo, that they were made public. And another one for Sydney, so that for Collingwood, sorry, for Maynard. So that brings the margin back.
33 points.
Side bottom. Ramsey got it off Pendlebury. Siren sound. Sydney, a thumping 80-point win. A demolition job.